M0FXB, welcome to my videos on the ATS 80 shortwave, medium wave, AM, FM receiver with a color screen and RDS. If you don't know what RDS is, when you're tuning through the bands, you get the information on screen. So let's just, this larger knob here does change the frequency, look. And if you press it and turn it, it will also increase the volume. So I just press it and go to Radio 4, which is one that I listen to a lot. And look, Women's Hour there. So there you go. You can see that the RDS works really well. So let's have a quick look at this, just show you the size, dimensions and the buttons. Now it's definitely not an ATS 25 or ATS 20 Plus. They both receive HF very well. And this does receive the HF bands. It's got the same chip. And I feel that if someone came along with, it's a clever person with some, and changed the firmware, we would get LSB. I feel that, but maybe I'm wrong. You know, I am going to take the lid off this. But let's just show you around the buttons. So we've got AM and FM band here. So as soon as you press it, you start to cycle through the bands that this device covers. And it definitely covers the CB and the ham bands, but in AM and FM. So that's this button here, look. Right up to, start from the beginning. Wow, it's quite a lot, isn't it? 198, then it jumps 520, 522, then 1.900, and then you cycle right up through the bands there. The interesting thing is that it doesn't actually specify what bands it covers, which is fascinating. But anyway, you do get this nice signal meter, and we have to bear in mind the price. You know, it's under £40. So it's signal meter here. Is it signal to noise ratio? Bandwidth there. You've got a step button and a save here. So we go step, and the steps change when you turn the VFO. Like I said, if you press, you change the actual volume. I wonder if I hold it, what it does. I thought it might mute it, but it doesn't. But anyway, so press again, 100k. So you get the nice big steps always come out of volume. You get the big steps there, which is handy. Press again, 1k. The other thing I notice, if you press and hold, it actually saves. So I'll do a separate video on where it saves it and how to recall your memory channels. So above you have the bandwidth, which I think is very handy. So look, 4K, which I'm going to, if you want to listen to some SSB, because it is only FM AM, but if you want to listen to some SSB, put it on about 4 and then connect your long wire. So we're on 40 meters there. Make sure you're on, if you turn it round, and I'll show you the back while we're here. So you've got USB-C charging. Of course, there's a battery inside. Quite a nice size speaker, I think, for a small device. And charging light. Let's plug that in there. Ta-da! Green when it's fully charged. On, off, which actually works. Speaker, and it does sound good. It does come with SMA. I prefer them with BNC, but anyway, and then you've got FM AM. So if we flick it on the left, it's FM, and on the right to AM. And we'll see if we get some sideband now. And then what I'll do is I've got this adapter here. You can buy these for about £2. And you just screw them on and it makes it BNC, because most of the connectors I've got are BNC. But of course you can buy an SMA adapter. Plenty of them on Amazon. So if I just quickly connect my BNC, I know it's a bit, quite a few connectors there. Connect my HF wire. So a HF wire is just a very long length of wire, about 20 meters long. Okay, and if you put a balun on, that's better, but very long bit of wire. Make sure you're in AM and then press to just get the volume up. Press again, and then the bandwidth, we're going to set it to, press the right button. See, just here, make sure we're not in volume mode. So then we'll do bandwidth to about 4, and the step, press that to about 1. That's it. Just see if we get anything. Should get something. You know, it's not good, but you can just about make out what they're saying. I thought I'd show that. Interesting. So let's go to say like the CB band. There's just CB. See if we can select FM in that. So I've switched the switch at the back that says FM. Now it could be that it's only FM for broadcast, but it's there anyway. I put it there for now. Switch it back. Turn it up. Press. So yeah, I mean ultimately it's not showing FM, is it? So we press this FM button up here, see if that helps. And then go band. It goes straight back to AM. It's not, you know, you press FM, you get your broadcast. Okay, which works great. But when you cycle through, it's straight away in AM. So I would say you can only get CB in AM, which is such a shame because I feel, I just flicked it back to FM. I feel like the chip could do, you know, could do all the things we want it to do. S14732 or SI. I get told off for saying that wrong. I think it's SI4732 chip. All someone needs to do is, you know, develop the firmware. So you've got bandwidth, step, save, air, AM and band. I'm not seeing air band either, but there is a little cheat for air band. I'm going to show you that. I'll show it now and then I'll show it in another video just so people know. But you do need another device. So that's about it really. Let's also just quickly show you inside. So to get the lid off the ATS 80, I'm just going to do the top 4 at the moment. 4 screws here, 2 at the top, 2 at the back. Always drop screws, of course. So that's it off. Watch for the speaker. And carefully just lift it off. About £40 these units. There you go. Just lifting up. Yeah, there's your speaker there. You can see the little battery in there. So what I'll do... Okay, phone went off then. Let's, what's keeping that? There's a speaker connection just here. That ribbon's a bit twisted, isn't it? Let's just see if I can just pull that off. Yeah, that's not too difficult to get the speaker off. Don't like the way they've twisted that ribbon. That's a bit lazy, isn't it? Anyway, there's the board. See if we can spot any components. Not that I'm an expert. Trying to zoom in. It's a bit dusty, actually. So, would you say this is the S14732 chip? Trying to get some decent light on this. Okay, just having a good look. Antenna, of course. Wonder what could go there. I'm going over. Big chip there on the right hand side, well, from the rear. USB connector, LED at the back. Jack for the speaker. A lot of empty room there. See the battery just sort of stuck under there, look. Very common batteries, inexpensive, and your little encoder. Like so. And then inside there, it is still turned on, of course, you know me. I mean, it's a nice looking screen. I think there's potential there, isn't there? The encoder seems fine. It seems to work and feel solid. You see all the buttons there. And, you know, when you have got a good signal, it sounds fine. It sounds fine. So let's just put that back together. And thanks for watching that part. And there's the speaker. Okay. Speaker there. I mean, it's a smaller device. If you look at this device and then look at the ATS 25, it's bigger, isn't it? It's a lot bigger. Bye for now. If we turn it off, then on, you get this. Okay, March 22 is the most recent firmware. So I wonder if anyone's made some firmware. So I'll go round, we'll flick it back to FM on the left. And then we'll go to put an antenna on there. And I might show you my little airband trick on it as well.
Aspects to being a conductor. One has to deal with a large group of people, so there's that sort of group mentality.
I like the way it looks.
But also you have to deal with some controversy.
Turn that down. So remember, you've got the FM button, and then you hit this one, and you go to the AM stuff. Press, turn it up. Press, and then just start to go through the different bands. And just tune through, you know, hit your step, hit your bandwidth, just experiment. Keep going through bands. You might have a specific one that you like. I mean, if you hit that again, that's a bit high. Music there. 21 meg, so this is now going into sort of CB and ham stuff. And back to the beginning. That's like top band frequency. That's what we call it in the ham world. I think, maybe I was wrong. No, they are 80 meters, we call that. There. That's ham territory there. Just make sure the back is in AM mode, which it is. And it actually says the meters there, like 49, 40, that's ham bands. If you were getting earlier, yeah, it's still signal there, isn't there? So if we can get to 23,850, I can actually try and get my airband adapter to add 110 megahertz. So let's see if it will take me there. We'll set the bigger steps, be quicker. 23,850 I need, so it looks like. And then I'll show you the adapter, 850, and then it is AM, well we want AM anyway, so that's fine. 23,850 with my little adapter, let's show you that.
Roger, Squawk 6024.
We have airband. I like the signal meter.
Your readback was correct. I'll have to check with radar when you're ready to start.
We're on 133850 AM. And let's show you how to do this.
2913 via Alpha X-ray, runway 27, surface wind 270 degrees, 15 knots, clear for takeoff.
Sounding excellent, isn't it?
Let's go tell flash message. Hello, the company's telling us they have another aeroplane for us, Tango Bravo. Do you know what the stand is on? Give me a minute and we'll see if we can find out. Thanks very much. We're on 475.
Love it.
She requested level en route. Roger.
To get airband on your ATS-80 or any other device that has this frequency on AM, you need this device, which we call the HIZ Air, okay? I've marked it to remember the frequencies. So if I put in 23850, we get 133850 airband. But if your receiver will do 35750, you'll get the 2 meter band, and a lot of receivers do that band, but they don't have airband. So this is what it looks like. The switch has gone right over to where it says air, but if you just flick it to HIZ, that's not air, that's like an amplifier, okay? So we go across to air. Yes, it's got a built-in battery. You charge it with USB-C, and it effectively adds 110 megahertz. So you calculate by going, okay, 110 on top of 23850 is 133850, and you can, and these are about £30. This unit is about £40. So you might think, well, I don't want to spend £80 on this stuff. You might already have it. That's my point. And also, this device you can fit on, like I said, any device. So it becomes a very useful little gadget to have lying around. I've used it so many times. And it's really refreshing to listen to airband on a HF receiver, because a HF radio has really good audio quality. So it's and big speakers on some of them. I've got my 7610 here. You think about the size of the speaker on that, and it sounds lovely. Anyway, we're on about the ATS-80. So all you do to connect this is connect your antenna here, SMA. So you've got an adapter like so. That's going straight to my VHF UHF antenna. Then you're on the back of your device. Again, I know the adapters are a bit annoying. You can use a cable. It's easier probably. But I've just done it like this. But SMA to SMA. Get yourself a little cable. I'm going to buy one now. I keep losing mine. Then on the front of your device, all you do is just make sure that on the back you've selected AM. I get this in focus. So flick it over to AM. Turn it round like so. And then on the front, don't press the FM button. You want it, you don't want it in FM mode like that. You want it in press band, and it goes to AM mode. Then I would change the band, just press the band button, this one here, until you get to the highest, which is CB. Then hit step and change step to about 100. Steps are changing here. And so that when you press it again, we can change the frequency to 20, or down to 23. 8, get near to it, and then press the step again. We want 850, and that's it. Once you're there, I noticed there's actually a save on this thing. Where does it save it? If you hold down this button, I'm going to find out, don't worry, if it does. So we're all set now. We're all actually set to receive. So once I reconnect my adapter, it will be back to as it was when we started. So let's just quickly do that. So remember that you need the out to connect to the actual AT-80. I'll just quickly connect that. There you go. And like I said, I'm going to go online now and buy a couple of cables from Amazon. I am doing it the hard way. Then just your VHF antenna, just connect it here. And then make sure you've switched the switch on the other side to where it says air. You get that sort of blue light come on. And just wait for those airband AM signals. And of course you can still tune in the normal way and change the volume. Ooh, and you might find, some other stations, because 133 is quite high. Bye for now.
Roger, Squawk 6024.
We have airband. I like the signal meter.
Your read back was correct. I'll have to check with radar.
We're on 133850 AM.
Roger.
And let's show you how to do this.
2913 via Alpha X-ray, runway 27, surface wind 270 degrees, 15 knots, clear for takeoff.
Sounding excellent, isn't it?
Let's go tell flash message. Hello, the company's telling us they have another aeroplane for us, Tango Bravo. Do you know what stand it's on? Give me a minute and we'll see if we can find out. Thanks very much. We're on 475.
Love it.
What's your requested level en route? Roger.
So it is fascinating to see these devices together, isn't it? ATS 25 decodes FT8. The newer ones do have airband. We need an adapter to get airband onto the ATS 80, which I've just showed in a previous video. And then we've got the ATS 20 Plus, which is with the new firmware that does get upper sideband, lower sideband that you can't get on the 80, but you can get on the ATS Pro. So lots more videos on these. I'll do in comparisons. And you know, what do they cost? 30, 35, 40, nearer 100 for this one, but it will actually decode FT8. So they're just gadgets for fun, and they're actually quite well built, and they all use that chip, is it SI4? I always get it wrong. 732. But having fun tinkering. Thanks for watching my video. Bye for now. Please hit the like and subscribe.